Was almost 3 weeks ago, believe it or not. So I guess the calendar tells us it's time to start thinking about getting the garden going.
Yeah, and Drew is picking up some great ideas over at Al's Garden Center in Sherwood this morning. Drew?
It's not so much the first day of spring I'm concerned about. I'm looking forward to the last day of winter this year, Russ and Brenda. That's what I'm gearing up for. We're at Al's Garden Center anticipating such a date. Mark Bigej with me this morning, third generation of the Al's Garden Center family. I don't know if Russ and Brenda remember earlier this hour, Mark, I posed a trivia question out. I threw it out there. And I said, how many pounds of tomatoes does the average person eat in a year? And I said, we'll answer that right after this. And then we came back from commercial and I never answered the question. I didn't do my job properly. So I'll tell you now, the average person, correct me if I'm wrong, the average person eats 80, what?
Whoa.
35?
I guess 18.
Yeah, 80. 80. This is like a pound, a little bit more than a pound. So times this by 80. Guys, 80 pounds a year the average person eats in regards to tomatoes. Okay, that's some facts for your little minds there, or your big minds, depending on who's watching this morning. Mark Bigej, tomato gardening, tomato planting, tomato growing. Yep. I understand soil and fertilizer. I don't understand the wall of water. What is this thing that you put inside your earth box this morning?
So this is to help protect tomatoes. Because right now it's actually a little early to plant tomatoes.
Protect them from the cold?
From the cold, yeah. I'd wait a couple weeks because it is still chilly out there. But if you want to get a jump on the season, you use something like this, and it's called a wall of water. The sun heats up the water during the day, and at night it keeps the plant warm. It gives that heat back off. So you can jump start on your tomatoes.
Plant inside.
Plant is actually... Inside there.
Camera Steve, that big fancy camera of yours, you can't look in there, all that expensive equipment on your shoulder, you can't look inside the wall of water this morning? Well, there is plants in there, and they will be protected. This also a form of protection for this sort of weather, is that right? Explain this to me, Mark.
This is it's a real simple little greenhouse that you can put over your tomato cage.
Okay.
And the sun will heat it up, and it'll also protect it from frost.
Okay, cage underneath, protecting the frost. Here we go, guys. We don't know when the ideal weather is going to come, but Mark here providing you with some tips so you can get your gardening started now. We are out of time. We are out of time, Mark, and I hate to see the end of this segment go, but it has come, so I have to say, Russ and Brenda, back to you.
All right, Drew, thank you.
Let's check our weather forecast today.